day, grade 6 learners. It's nice to see you today. Welcome to Health 6. Our lesson for today is about diseases and disorders caused by poor environmental sanitation. After going through this lesson, you will be able to explain how poor environmental sanitation can negatively impact the health of an individual.
Now, we're here at the city of Dasmariñas. What can you say about our surroundings? Wow! Very clean! The garbages are properly disposed. The kids has a place to play and have more fun. And now, let us see these following dump sites. What can you say about these places? There's a lot of garbages scattered everywhere. It has bad odor and not good to your health. What should we do now? That's what we are going to learn today. Before we proceed to our lesson, let us answer the pre-test. Direction: select the correct answer from the given choices and write the letter only of your answer in your activity notebook. Number 1. What is the art of science of applying sanitary, biological, and physical science principles and knowledge to improve and control the environment and the factors that are in the protection of the health and welfare of the public? Letter A. Health sanitation. Letter B. Environmental sanitation. Letter C. Cleanliness sanitation. Letter D. Community sanitation. And the correct answer is letter B. Environmental sanitation. Number 2 is one of the accurate indicators of urban poverty and health problems. Letter A. Lack of environmental knowledge. Letter B. Poor education. Letter C. Poor sanitation. And letter D. Lack of orientation. And the correct answer is letter A. Lack of environmental knowledge. Number 3 refers to the public health conditions related to clean drinking water and adequate treatment of disposal of human excreta and sewage. Letter A. Sanitation. Letter B. Education. Letter C. Malnutrition. Letter D. Education. And the correct answer is letter A. Sanitation. Number 4. It is the main cause of malnutrition and stunted growth in children can be reduced through sanitation. Letter A. Diarrhea. Letter B. Polio. Letter C. Cholera. Letter D. Hepatitis. And the correct answer is letter A. Diarrhea. Number 5. The following are factors that causes poor sanitation, except letter A. Localization. Letter B. Urbanization. Letter C. Poverty. Letter D. Poor governance. And the correct answer is letter A. Localization. Did you get all the correct answer? If yes, very good! If not, you must listen to this song entitled Kalinisan that has something to do with our lesson today.
Marami sa atin ang hindi marunong rumispeto sa ating kapaligiran. Pilipinas, ang bansang ating minamahal, pero bakit hindi nawasto ating inaasal? Hindi nyo ba alam marami na naaapektuhan sa pagtatapon ng basura natin kung saan saan? Sa tuwing umuulan, walang tigil ang pagbaha, wala ring tigil ang pagluha pag merong nawawala na isang miyembro ng pamilya dahil sa pagkakasakit. Mga kaso sa dengue sadyang napakalupit, mga bumabarang kanal at binabahayan ng lamok. May masyado nang lumalala. Hindi ba tayo natatakot sa mga nangyayari at pwede pang mangyari? Hihintayin pa ba nating marami pang madali? Habang maaga pa ay mag-isip-isip ka na, may panahon pa tayo upang maagapan pa. Mga basura dapat nating ilagay sa tama, kalinisan ay panatiliin, tiyak naliligaya.
Masdan ang kapaligiran, masdan kung may kalinisan ba na nararanasan. Kung wala gumising ka, hindi kita hinusgahan. Ang amin lang naman, matutupang matapon sa tamang basura.
Mga basura tinambak, bakit ba hindi itapon ng maayos at tansagan ng kultura natin umahon? Tayo'y magtulungan nang maituwid ang kalikasan nang hindi na bumaho ang ating kapaligiran. Ilog na napakalinis, ngayon ang dami ng basura. Sadyang mga tao ang sanhi, kaya tayo ay nasisira. Sa kaganda at kalikasan ng ating bawat lugar, hiling ko lang na mapansin nila ang ating pag-andar. Kumilos tayo para umulat ang ating bayan, taboy ang mga basura para tayo'y may tambayan. Chemical na nakakalason at mabaho na kanal, dapat na nating linisin nang hindi na tumagal ang ating paghihirap. Dahil sa nakukuhang sakit, marami nang nabiktima, kaya tayo ay magitpit na panatiling malinis at maayos ang ating paligid. Ang kalikasan na baluktot dapat nating ituwid.
Masdan ang kapaligiran, masdan kung may kalinisan ba.
What is the message of the song for you? The song is about lack of environmental concern. Come to think about it, what are the diseases or disorders we'll get in poor environment? Diseases and disorders caused by poor environmental sanitation. There are A. Respiratory disease, example, common cold. Letter B. Gastrointestinal disease. Example, diarrhea, cholera, and dysentery. Letter C. Skin diseases. Letter D. Neurological impairments. Examples are mercury and lead poisoning. And now, let us define the environmental sanitation. Environmental sanitation means the art and science of applying sanitary, biological, and physical science principles and knowledge to improve and control the environment and factors wherein for the protection and health and welfare of the public. Many people have limited knowledge and understanding of the good hygiene practices that reduce the health risk from poor sanitation and waste management. Diseases associated with poor sanitation affect children's physical development and school attendance. Environmental impacts of poor sanitation and waste management at a local level includes pollution of land and water courses, the visual impact of litter, and the bad odors. Here are examples of environmental problems faced by rural and urban people. Poor sanitation. Because of the illiteracy and poverty of the people in the rural area, they do not know the importance of sanitation and hygiene. Such as ignorance causes environmental pollution, leading to the breakout of a number of epidemics like cholera, typhoid, etc. It is one of the most accurate indicators of urban poverty and health problems. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, over 600 million urbanities in low-quality shelters and other plagues. By overcrowding and inadequate provision of sanitation services, including potable water and safe waste disposal. What is sanitation? Sanitation refers to the public health conditions related to clean drinking water and adequate treatment and disposal of human excreta and sewage. Preventing human contact with pests is a part of sanitation, as is hand washing with soap. Diarrhea is the main cause of malnutrition and stunted growth in children that can be reduced through sanitation. There are many diseases which are easily transmitted in communities that have low levels of sanitation, such as ascariasis, the worm inside your stomach, cholera, hepatitis, polio, schistosomiasis, trachoma, etc. Aims to protect human health by providing a clean environment that will stop the transmission of disease, especially through fecal-oral route. Some examples of factors that cause poor sanitation in urban area. Number 1. Urbanization. Most people in the world live in the urban areas. This has caused the burgeoning of new kinds of slums and growth of squalor and informal housing. All around the world, rapidly expanding cities to the developing world as people continue to migrate from rural areas to urban areas. Number 2 is poverty. Number 3, inadequate water provision. Lack of sufficient water supply has led to inefficient ways of accessing water services. This has in turn led to unhygienic water for people, which exposes them to waterborne diseases such as cholera. Number 4. Inadequate planning. As population increase, more pressure on the capacity of urban cities to provide services to residents. High cost of housing, transport, healthcare, and sanitation has led to informal settlers and slums, thus leading to acute drainage and sanitation problems. The poor drainage sanitation system has contributed to the emergence of breeding sites for mosquitoes and flies. Number 5. Poor governance. Local governments should have a key role in all aspects of urban development, but in most developing countries, they are still weak. As what we presented in our lesson a while ago, how we maintain a healthy environment. To maintain a healthy environment, we must participate, clean the surroundings, and always practice self-discipline. Poor sanitation is linked to transmission of diseases. And to avoid diseases, we should observe proper waste management. Our school and our community can always practice 5 R's: refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycle. Now that you have learned about environmental sanitation, we're going to answer the next learning task. Put an upright arrow for desirable human activities and downward arrow for poor environmental sanitation practices. Number 1. Dumping garbage into the bodies of water. And the answer is downward arrow. Number 2. Tree planting. And the answer is upright arrow. 3. Factories emitting hazardous gases in the atmosphere. And the answer is downward arrow. Number 4. Joining the mangroves rehabilitation campaign. And the answer is upright arrow. Number 5. Walking or biking to minimize the use of fuel. And the answer is upright arrow. Number 6. Cyanide fishing. And the answer is downward arrow. Number 7. Conserving electricity. And the answer is upright arrow. Number 8. Smoke belching. And the answer is downward arrow. Number 9. Oil spilling. And the answer is downward arrow. Number 10. Participating in cleanliness drives in the community. And the answer is upright arrow. Poor sanitation is one of the most accurate indicators of urban poverty and health problems. What are the factors that affect poor sanitation in urban areas? Number 1. Urbanization. Number 2. Poverty. Number 3. Inadequate water provision. Number 4. Inadequate planning. And number 5. Poor governance. Direction. Right true if the statement expresses a negative effect on a poor sanitation, and false if not. Number 1. Diseases associated with poor sanitation affect children's physical development and school attendance. And the correct answer is true. Number 2. Poor sanitation has no negative impact to individuals' health. The answer is false. Number 3. People can get disease if we practice poor environmental sanitation. The answer is true. Number 4. Practicing poor environmental sanitation is legal. And the answer is false. Number 5. Environmental impacts of poor sanitation and waste management at local level include pollution of land and water courses, the visual impact of litter, and bad odors. The answer is true.
Once again, this is your Mapeh teacher, Sir Marvin Salazar Peña Redonda. I hope you enjoy our lesson. See you next time!